Maps by R.C. Long. When I was a child, it never occurred to me that America wasn't the center of the universe. When children studied geography in other countries, I figured they learned the US states and capitals first. Figured they just had to look a bit harder to see their homes way off in the corners. Figured they saw the world exactly the same way I did. A child has only one pair of eyes, after all, and they are still learning how to use them. They don't yet understand that things are different from just 3 feet away. They can't yet fathom that that is what makes them so infinitely important. The fact that no one will ever see things quite from their perspective. Some of them will never realize. Only recently have I begun to notice how large the world is around me. Stretching string from point A to point B, my arms grow weary. I run out of breath thinking about how far I must go, wring my hands wondering if it will be worth it, clench my jaw asking if I will be traveling alone. The world was so much more attainable when I was young. Places were just black letters on colored boxes, beautiful pictures on a book, funny names people would mention but didn't really exist until I saw them. Only recently did I understand that people define their own maps. On the forefront, place what they are most proud of, hold the most valuable in their hearts. Here you will often find a loved one, a job perhaps. They make sure these things are always in view so that they can measure with their trembling fingers how far they must journey to them, constantly thinking about how many strides lie between them and what the world tells them they need to hold on to tighter. Because of this, they often end up on the edges of their own maps, having to squint their eyes to find themselves if they ever think to look. It is possible to get lost on a map you drew yourself. Having a loved one leave you does not feel like losing your grasp on something. It feels like tectonic plates shifting, slow and seemingly random. Being rejected by what you want most does not feel like having your hand slapped. It feels like watching a city you built with your own hands burn from miles away, frantic. Something so important was never small enough to fit into your hands. The things that are truly valuable are sometimes too big to see from where we stand. The map full of scribbles folded neatly in your back pocket doesn't promise you'll get where you're trying to go.